sheer devastation as Malawi, Mozambique and Madagascar were battered by the violent Tropical Storm Freddy. A grim search for victims is underway. The storm may have broken the world record for the longest lasting tropical cyclone in the southern hemisphere.
It's been a named tropical cyclone now for 33 days. We're getting lots of questions as to, well, is it a new world record or not? WMO is setting up an expert committee to evaluate this. We won't be pronouncing overnight. It'll take time.
More than 100,000 people were affected when the deadly cyclone swept through southern Mozambique 2 weeks ago. It washed away roads and flooded homes. Scientists say around the world, climate change is making hurricanes wetter, windier and more intense. The persistent rain has also cut the water supply to locals.
In the bigger picture, we are starting to see more frequent tropical cyclones and severe weather for that matter, which is also becoming more intense. So that is what basically climate change is doing, but we cannot link every severe weather event to climate change.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has offered condolences to the countries that have been affected by the deadly storm.
As the government and people of South Africa, we are saddened by the loss of human life, livestock, infrastructure, and property experienced by our sister nations. Our thoughts are with the many families who have lost loved ones in this disaster, and we share the wishes of the people of Malawi, Mozambique, and Madagascar that these extreme weather incidents will subside so that recovery and rebuilding efforts can proceed.
And here in South Africa, are we safe from the tropical storm?
Tropical Cyclone Freddy will not be coming to South Africa. It's way up in just to the north of Mozambique in the Zambezi River Valley, just to the west of Malawi. But if it was 2 weeks ago, that's when we were worried that the storm might come to South Africa, especially Limpopo and Mpumalanga.
The total number of people killed by Storm Freddy in Mozambique, Madagascar and Malawi continue to rise. Officials warn that the flooding has destroyed crops in Mozambique and could increase the risk of waterborne diseases. Kylie Kumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Now, for more on the story, we're joined via Zoom by the Malawian High Commissioner to South Africa, Her Excellency Stella Ndau. A very good morning to you, and thanks for joining us this morning. First off, let's pass our condolences to the people of Malawi. Are you able to confirm for us, the last time we spoke, it was about 190 people confirmed. Are you able to confirm for us that more than 200 people have perished?
Exactly. Good morning, Desiree, and your viewers. I can confirm that indeed we do have calamities, and as of today, the number has risen to 225, and we expect that the death toll to rise because we still have many more that are missing. About 37 are still missing.
Yeah. Just in terms of the current situation, how much rain is falling as we speak? What updates are you getting?
The rains, we have a lot of rains, and they've been extensive since Saturday up to now. Yesterday, it was, we thought that we had got an update that they were relenting, but no, they are still falling. We still have a lot of rains. And they're still causing havoc to the country.
And what systems does Malawi have in place, just in the science of predicting natural disasters? And were these used in the days leading up to the storm?
Exactly. Our meteorological services does have the capacity, together with researchers and the academia, they do have capacity to predict such calamities. And before the cyclone struck, the meteorological services had been had been issuing warnings to affected parts of the country that were predicted to receive to be affected by the cyclone. I remember from 3rd March, they started issuing these warnings so that people should relocate or they should know about it and take precautionary measures. And we were even able they were even able to predict the direction, the magnitude, as well as the speed. And even when the cyclone changed direction back into Mozambique, the department and the systems, they were able to predict such a calamity. And I can confidently say that, yes, indeed, we do have the capacity to predict such calamities.
So considering all those capabilities that you have, were they put to use just in terms of responses? Did the country respond appropriately when we're talking about 200 fatalities at this moment?
Yes, we do have, the government has the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA, which deals with such calamities. And it is always ready to assist. And when they got this information, they were ready. But as you know, it's always difficult for instance, to relocate people who have been staying in such places for a long time. They are settled, they have their property there. So some of them, they wouldn't want to move because of the things that they have. So despite the warnings that were being given to people in most of these areas, some people still decided to stay. Hence, we are facing such devastation.
Has government been able to measure the extent of destruction and just in terms of your responses now, the way forward in terms of repairs and repairing communities?
Oh, the damage is quite extensive. It is catastrophic. Right now, we have lost electricity, power lines, infrastructure, bridges, houses, roads. All these things have been lost, and it requires a lot of help from a lot of support and help from other well-wishers to assist in the rebuilding process. Mm-hmm. Because as you have seen from the videos, from the pictures, it is indeed extensive damage.
What latest information do you have from the Meteorological Association in your country, just in terms of the forecast for the week to help plan for activities of cleaning up?
The forecast for the week is that the rains will still continue. Actually, this is one of the longest cyclones that the country has ever faced. So you can imagine from Saturday and up to about in the next 3 or 4 days, we are still going to experience such rains.
Yeah. High Commissioner, what external assistance is Malawi receiving in response to this disaster? Do we know already?
Okay. Our president, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, declared a state of disaster so that we should be able to appeal, to well-wishers to assist us. So because of that, appeals have gone to different stakeholders that they should assist with the item like full emergency humanitarian assistance, food, shelter, to help to rescue efforts. All that have gone to the appeals have gone. So also continue with that appeal that we still need help. We do need a lot of help to help the affected areas, as I've already put that the catastrophe is huge. Currently, we're also appealing for more rescue efforts, because the bridges, the rivers have swollen, so it is difficult to reach some affected victims in such areas.
High Commissioner, I'm going to let you go now, but I just want to bring in our weather anchor, Phemelo Zonke. Phemelo, what are your thoughts about this developments in Mozambique and Zambia? We're speaking to the High Commissioner of Malawi, just in terms of the conversations that the weather community has been having about this development.
It's quite concerning, Desiree. I think particularly, the High Commissioner was mentioning that there's still a forecast for continuation of rain. Now imagine the ground is so saturated, any little bit of rain on top of that, you have a runoff, you're going to have more flooding in the area. For the rest of the week, it's still going to be cloudy. It will open up at times, but it's not enough to say that it will dry up the water that is there. So this cyclone, for interest's sake, it started on the 21st of February. When the organization in Australia picked it up. So it's been a long-lasting one, and it's actually record-breaking according to the World Meteorological Organization.
And did you have any questions for the High Commissioner?
I think most of it you covered up. It was in terms of preparation, how are they on their side. I think it's also not usual for us to see this type of event, especially lasting this long, coming in, going back out, getting re-energized, and then affecting Mozambique, Malawi, as well as Zimbabwe in the coming days.
So huge chunks of the Southern African region. High Commissioner, thank you so much to South Africa. Her Excellency Stella Ndau there, just giving us an update on events in Malawi.